Hey, welcome to the TVB channel. Today we are going to take a look at the Swiss round game of the Evo Cup that actually happened at Century Gaming at my local Singapore. Now what's interesting about this game specifically is actually because it's featuring an underrated deck that was introduced in BT10. Now that will be the Minerva loop, which consists of using the Cerberus Spawn and its Werewolf mode, and of course the Revive from Darkness option. Now we'll get to witness what the deck plays out later thanks to the left player. It is up against the formidable BT9 scary powerhouse GrandisKuwagamon with the right. So how will it hold up against that? So without further ado, let's dive right into the game itself as we do see the Ice-Mon Scatter mode evolving on top of the Gabumon. It's going to swing at the security, does hit into the GrandisKuwagamon, so it does get deleted, and this is where the Scatter mode will activate its effect. And of course filter the hand, going to see discarding the Ice-Mon, which was limited to 1, but he does have that 1 copy in hand. It's going to discard the Gazimon as well. The Gabumon will draw 2 and it's going to discard 1 more card. It's going to discard the Sukaimon. The Minervamon will draw 1 card as well. It looks like it's going to discard 1 more rookie there. It's going to discard the Sukaimon again. Going to evolve to the Cerberus Spawn on top of the Ice Spawn and just pass the turn. Now this is why Ice Spawn is actually getting limited because of how strong the Ice-Mon Scatter mod and the Ice-Mon synergy is, given that you can just trash the security and it dies and you can spawn 2 more bodies just like that. Now the right player does set up his own level 5 the nursery, and this is where it's going to get very scary for the left player because GrandisKuwagamon is known to have just pushing out the level 5 and they're going to do 6 security damage at your security just like that. But the left player is not going to go down without a fight as he does go for the Werewolf mode, destroying the Cerberus Spawn and playing the Werewolf mode for free basically. He's going to draw 2, discard 1, going to evolve to the Ice-Mon Scatter mode as well in the nursery preparing for the next turn, and it's going to evolve to the Minervamon, which does have Retaliation or Vengeance. So basically this just means that the GrandisKuwagamon can't actually kill off the Minervamon actually without getting deleted, which is definitely very annoying as it's going to apply the Ice Sword effect on top of the left player field as he does go for the Digiburst 2. And it's like he does have the rookie which does give you plus security attack plus 1, so basically just have Digiburst 1 time and he'll be able to deal that 3 security attack in that 1 swing. Now the Okuamon does gain him 1 memory as he does rest the Minervamon, and it's going to draw 1 thanks to the Gamimon as well. And looks like it's going to do his GrandisKuwagamon thing. It's going to do 3 security check at his security here. Now we do review the third one and we do hit into the Jack Raid, which will pass the turn almost immediately. So this definitely makes the GrandisKuwagamon not able to do that full damage there, and the left player has a turn to play. How will this turn play out? As he does swing with the Minervamon first at the security, does into the Weakmon, is going to swing with the Scatter mode as well, hitting down to 2, does into the Devi, so the Iceman does die. So that's very interesting. And how will he actually play out this turn? Now he does forget to actually pay the memory for the Okuamon Ice Sword effect, but he will actually remember it in a few seconds. Now let's go for the Revive from Darkness option. So he does remember it here, so it'll be a 4 cost option, passing back 4 memory to the right player, and this is where the shenanigans happen. So the Revive from Darkness will actually call the Cerberus Spawn, and the Minervamon when deleted you can call a level 5, and he'll call the Assault mode, or sorry, the Werewolf mode, and he will destroy the Cerberus Spawn, and he'll gain 9 memory. So this is definitely a very positive memory play as he does gain 5 memory just from that. It looks like he doesn't swing in the Werewolf mode, it's going to instead evolve to the Minervamon and going for the Revive from Darkness option once again. So the loop will basically continue as he does actually pick up the Cerberus Spawn, and the Minerva will summon the Werewolf mode, and the Werewolf mode will of course absorb the Cerberus Spawn and is going to gain that 9 memory once again. Now it's actually at 7 memory where the turn started off with just 2 memory for him. So going to swing at security here, does hit into the Okuamon X antibody, but the Cerberus Spawn is 9 KDP, so it does survive the check. It's going to allow him to evolve to the Minervamon, going to another Revive from the Darkness, and we already know what's up as he does call the Cerberus Spawn, and the Werewolf mode is going to gain 9 memory once again and pushing it up to 8 memory, which is definitely a lot as he does use the Cerberus Spawn once again to draw 2, discarding 1. He's going to swing at the last security here, does pay the memory for the Ice Sword, but the memory, or rather the Ice Sword effect doesn't do too much as he does go for the Cerberus Spawn hardcore here. He's going to go for the calling from the Darkness, and looks like he will have to actually pick up the Cerberus Spawn Werewolf mode from the drop zone, and looks like he doesn't have it, so he's going to destroy the Werewolf mode from the field. He's going to pick that up, and of course another copy of a Cerberus Spawn, adding both to hand, and it's going to of course just hard play the Cerberus Spawn Werewolf mode and just go for the swing and end the game 1. Just go for the Purple Memory Boost first and just swing, and this will be the game 1 in favor of the Cerberus Spawn. So definitely the Cerberus Spawn performed some sort of magic trick there, and it definitely performed the loop, which was very interesting to witness. But we do see the right player actually going for the Green Rain Boost first, gonna pick up the Weedmon instead of the rookie, which is a very interesting choice, and it's gonna just pass 3 memory to the left player. Now left player does have 3 memory to work with as he does catch to Minervamon, and let's go for the Gabumon. It looks like he doesn't have any Ice Spawn as he does go for the Werewolf mode hard play, which gives 6 memory to the right player, and it's gonna have plenty of memory to actually cycle through his deck. Gonna go for the Okuamon X antibody after it does evolve to the rookie there. It's gonna evolve to Weedmon after. He does have 4 memory to work with, and he does go for the Davis looking at top 3. So Davis is a very interesting deck. He does play over the usual Mimi, and this allows him to actually pick up the blue hybrid Digimon and of course the GrandisKuwagamon. Now it does evolve to the Okuamon X antibody to pass 3 memory to the left player, but the left player definitely haven't set up anything yet, given he does not have any drop zone. And his only play was to just evolve to the nursery and of course hard play the werewolf mode. He does go for the analog boy though, does pick up the Icemon, and it's going to evolve on top of the Gabumon instead of hard calling, and it's going to guarantee 3 memory to the right player thanks to the Davis. Going to push out the Okuamon, it's going to go for the GrandisKuwagamon. So we do see the GrandisKuwagamon going to do some significant damage here as he does go for the Digiburst 2, going to Digiburst the Weakmon, and he does gain 1 memory from that play. And going to evolve to the GrandisKuwagamon for 1 cost. It's going to rest this werewolf mode and does draw 1 card thanks to the Gamimon. It's going to go for the green memory boost first because he does learn from his previous game that the Jack rate can actually pass the turn. So he's going to swing at security with 3 checks here thanks to the GrandisKuwagamon and of course the rookie ESS. He's going to restand here. He's going to basically just rest the Icemon, but he's going to ignore the Icemon. He's going to swing at the security, and he does have the blue hybrid which he did pick up earlier from the previous Davis, and it's going to just end the game 1-1. So it's going to be a tie. So the left player will start first this game, and let's hope that he doesn't break like the previous game. Gonna evolve to the Gassimon and then follow up with Icemon Scatter Mode, which is a very decent turn 1 starter because Icemon Scatter Mode is definitely the card you want to see as a purple player. Now the right player does go for the Okuamon in the nursery, which is newly introduced in the BT10. Gonna go for the Davis player once again, but does see only a rookie. He's gonna add that into hand. It's gonna pass 2 memory to the left player, but left player is definitely very happy as the left player does push out the Icemon Scatter Mode. It's gonna swing at security, does hit into the level 4, so this will die and pop the Icemon Scatter Mode. It's gonna allow you to draw 3. So discard 2 cards here. So discard actually 2 rookies there. It's going to use Damian to draw 1 to discard 1 more, discarding the Jack rate. It does have 6 cards in the trash. It's going to go for the Matt Ishida play and just pick up 1 of the rookies, I believe. Just pick up the Gabumon and then passing the turn 3 memory to the right player. The right player does push out the rookie and then going for the green memory boost, looking at top 4. Now we do see 2 level 5 and of course the GrandisKuwagamon is going to add the GrandisKuwagamon, which is definitely one of the core pieces as a Grandis player. He does go for the Kuwagamon X antibody evolution to just simply pass the turn and of course cycle through his hand. Now the left player does have 3 memory to work with as he does hatch the Minervamon, and of course he's going to evolve to the Gabumon, which he did pick up earlier thanks to the Matt Ishida. He's going to go for the Digimon as well, and does have a very strong ESS ability. When destroyed you do gain 1 memory, so he's definitely going to set up for the Cerebrosmon loop in the next turn, and let's hope he actually reaches there. Now the right player does have 3 memory to work with thanks to the Davis. Going to hatch to the Gamimon. He's actually going to go for the Pulsemon evolution in the nursery. He's going to follow up with the Okuamon in the battle area, evolving on top of the Kuwagamon X antibody. And it's going to go follow up to the Okuamon X antibody. So this will actually apply the Ice Wall effect once again to the left player as he does go for the Okuamon X antibody to look at top 3, and he's going to pick up the GrandisKuwagamon. So in the previous turn we know that he actually picked up the GrandisKuwagamon, and this time he does pick up the GrandisKuwagamon. So the right player is definitely set for that OTK play, and the left player doesn't have much time to work with. He does go for the Cerebrosmon werewolf mode though. He's going to pop the Cerebrosmon, it's going to draw 2, discard 1. The Digimon will of course gain 1 memory. The Gabumon will allow him to draw 2, discard 1. Definitely a lot of cycle going on as he does activate the last one, which will be the Minervamon to draw 1 to discard 1 more card. So he's setting up for his drop zone as he does have like 10, more than 10 definitely. Gonna go for the Minervamon evolution, not swinging the werewolf mode first. Gonna go for the Revive from the Darkness, popping that Minervamon, and of course spawn the 2 level 5s, which will be the Cerebrosmon and of course the Cerebrosmon werewolf mode. So allowing him to gain 9 memory here, pushing up to 6 memory. So of course gonna use the Cerebrosmon effect to draw 2, discarding 1. Gonna discard the analog boy there. And he doesn't swing, he's going to go for another Minervamon to draw 2, discarding 1, and he's going to go for another Revive from the Darkness. So I'm very curious actually to why he doesn't swing, but instead actually go for the loop. So maybe he's actually scared of it dying to the security check, because once it died to the security check, your whole combo just stops immediately. So he's definitely trying to guarantee more memory play before he actually does anything. So I'm swinging at security now finally after he has 8 memory. He's going to hit to the Pulsemon, so he could have been safe if he swing earlier, but of course it's better to always play safe. As he does go for the Minervamon once again, it's going to cast another Revive from the Darkness. This is the 3rd one I believe. So it's going to actually allow him to spawn that 2 Cerebrosmon once again, and of course gain 9 memory, pushing up to 9 memory for this turn. So he does have a lot of memory to work with, and we shall see how he can actually push the 3 damage remaining, or the 3 security remaining for the right player. He's going to go for the Lilithmon here before actually swinging. It's going to allow him to draw 1 card. Of course upon evolution, it's going to allow him to pick up 2 options from the drop zone. I believe it will be the Jack Raid and of course the Calling from the Darkness option, which he had been using for the past few turns. Gonna go for the Jack right here to just gain 1 memory, I believe, and then of course the Lilithmon will give you 2 more memory. It's gonna push it up to 9. Gonna finally evolve to the Omimon Zord, and this will allow him to mill the top 3 of his deck, and then allow him to spawn 2 8 costs below level 5, which will of course be the Cerebrosmon. And he unfortunately can't actually spawn the Cerebrosmon Werewolf mode because it's 9 costs, but however he does have them in hand. It's gonna actually spawn on top of it, and they're gonna use the Cerebrosmon to draw to discard 1. It's finally going to swing at the security, and of course with the rush ability it can attack the same turn it actually spawns out. It does lose 1 memory thanks to the Ice Sword. Does hit into another rookie there. So man, imagine if he actually starts swinging the werewolf mode in the previous few loop. He could have actually just done so much damage and could have been lethal already. It does go for the Jack right here to give him 2 memory, pushing up to 4. It's going to hard play the Gazimon. Looks like he doesn't have any more Minervamon, and of course the Calling from the Darkness option. Going to go for the Death Claw here, actually killing the werewolf mode just to kill the Kuwagamon, X Antibody. Is going to hard play the Sakimon to just pass the turn. Now he definitely has to hope that he does have some sort of miracle in the security, because the GrandisKuwagamon is here to steal some games. And he's going to Digiburst 2 here, Digibursting the Digitama as well as a level 5. Looks like that's go for another Digiburst, pushing up to 3 security check in that one swing. It's actually going to go for the GrandisKuwagamon, which he did pick up earlier in the previous search, and this will allow him to rest the Gazimon. The Gazimon will be swung at, and of course the piercing will happen, and this will just casually does 3 check there, and we do see the Icemon, which he wished he had it. I feel it's going to restand the GrandisKuwagamon, and of course killing off the Gazimon and allow him to actually go for the green memory boost so that it secures any potential Jack rate in the security. It looks like this will be the end, and the GrandisKuwagamon did take the W. Now this is the GrandisKuwagamon that actually plays the Blue Davis and of course the Ice Sword Blue Hybrid package. And this will be the Minerva loop deck list if you guys are interested to try it out yourself. So thank you guys for watching till the end, and do consider subscribing, dropping a like and a comment if you guys do enjoy the content.